Hello, Osiria Wino for the Digital Literacy Skills Training Program. Welcome to our second day, and today we are looking at Microsoft Word. By the end of the lesson today, you should be able to know how to create a Word document, change your font, underline the reference to your letter, make your text align to the left, create bullet points, change your page orientation to landscape. Okay, so what is Microsoft Word? Microsoft Word is a word processing program, and for us to do the creating of the document today, you need to be familiar with the keyboard. So I'm going to show you the different keys and their functions, the different keys on the keyboard and their functions. So this is our keyboard here. Remember what we said yesterday, that the keyboard is an input device. It is used for entering data in the computer. So I'm going to just show you the different keys and their functions. Okay, so the big part of the keyboard, these are the alphabetical keys, or alphabet keys, or letter keys. They are used for entering letters. They are used for typing words. They are known as alphabetical keys, the A, B, C, D, E, F, and so on. They are used for entering letters. They are used for typing words. And then we come on top of the alphabetical keys, we have got the numerical keys or number keys. They are used to enter numbers. When you are typing something to do with numbers, you use the numeric keys from 1 to 0 right there. Okay, then on top of the numeric keys, we have got the function keys. These are used for special functions. And then on the numeric keys, on top of the numbers, you find what are known as special character keys. And how do you get to type a special character key? You go to a shift key. The shift key, when you press and hold it and click press on a number key, you will be able to get the special character key. You press and hold on the shift key plus the number key, then you will be able to get the what? Special character key. And then we have got the caps lock. The caps lock is used when you want to type your letters or your words in uppercase. You want to type your words in capital letters, you use the caps lock. And then we have got the backspace and the delete key. The backspace and the delete key, they are both used for deleting words or letters. Backspace will delete letters on the left side of the cursor, whilst the delete key will delete letters on the right side of the cursor. And then we have got the enter key. The enter key is used when you want to go to the next sentence or you want to go to the next paragraph. You use the enter key. And then we have got arrow keys. Arrow keys are used to move on the screen or to move in the document that you are creating. The up arrow key is used to move the cursor upwards. Then the down arrow key is used to move the cursor downwards. The left arrow key, it's used to move the cursor on the left side. The right arrow key is used to move the cursor rightwards. And then we've got the escape key. The escape key is used when you want to abort or you want to cancel whatever was on the screen. You can use the escape key. And then which other keys do we have? I think for now those are the ones that we will use mostly as we are creating our document. We've got the alphabetical keys, we've got the number keys, and then we've got backspace and delete used for deleting, arrow keys used to move on the cursor on the screen. And then we've got the start menu. When you want to go to the start menu, you just click on the start menu key and it will be able to appear on your screen. Then you can select what you want to select from the start menu. Okay, so let's move to the desktop screen now. Okay, so this is our desktop screen. The desktop screen is the initial screen containing icons and folders, and we want to go to our Microsoft Word program. So we're going to look for the Microsoft Word icon on the desktop screen. When you have seen it, just double click on it. It will be able to open and you will type your letter. So, or if you are not seeing it, if you check down there on the desktop screen, you have got the taskbar, and on the taskbar you will see what is known as a search window. Just type the word there, or Microsoft Word, in the search window, and Microsoft Word will be able to come. Click on it, it will open. When Microsoft Word has opened, you go to blank document, and then you can begin to type your letter. Okay, so I'm just going to maximize my window so that you are able to see properly. Okay, and then let us just navigate through this window, and then you get to your typing. On top there we have what are known as tabs. There is the home tab, insert tab, draw tab, design tab, and so on and so on. On top there we have what are known as what? Tabs. When you click on each tab, a ribbon is going to launch out. When you click on each tab, a different ribbon is going to launch out. In the ribbon, that's where you find the different tools that you are going to use when you are editing your document. So in the home tab, when I open the home tab, in the ribbon I've got different groups. I've got the clipboard right here, that's the clipboard, and then we've got the fonts group, paragraph group, styles, and editing. Under the clipboard, that's where you find copy, paste, format painter. Then under the fonts group, or in the fonts group, you are going to find font style, you're going to find the font size, bold, italic, underline, font color, and so on and so on. In the paragraphs group, that's where you find bulletins, numberings, the different alignments, and also borders. Okay, so now we can begin our typing. You have known your keyboard, you have known what is found on the in the Word windows. So let's begin to do our typing. You type your application letter. Okay, so when you are done with typing your application letter, it's time to edit now. Check for wrong spellings. Then we are going to also underline the reference to our letter. We are going to move text to the right. We are going to create bulletins. We are going to change the orientation, the page orientation, and then save our work. So we're going to begin by underlining the reference to our letter. To do that, you take your cursor right before the first letter of your reference, then highlight, press and hold the left click button, then drag with your other hand. That is how you highlight. Okay, after you have highlighted, then you can now click on underline. We have done our underlining. You can also put it in bold. Okay, How do you change the font size? You just come to the font size box here, and then choose the size that you want. Let's make it 12. Okay, that's how you do it. How do you change the font style? You go to the font styles and choose the one that you want to put. Okay, I've changed my font style there. And then in case you have got wrong spellings or wrong grammar there, it will be able to show you by having a red wavy line beneath the word. So if you see red wavy lines or blue lines beneath the words, just know that there's something wrong and you can correct it. How do you correct spellings or grammar? So you go to where there is the line beneath the word and click on it. When the cursor has gone there, you right click and then the right option will be able to come, or the correct spelling will be able to come. Click on the correct spelling and your spellings will be corrected. If it is a local name, here a traditional name, it may be correct, but the red wavy line will still show. So just ignore, just go to ignore and ignore once or ignore all, then the spelling will be able to be corrected. Okay, so we have underlined our reference. The next thing that we're going to do, we're going to align our text to the right. So in our case, I want you to move the address, the first address. If you have put two addresses, let's move the first address to the right. How do you do that? As usual, you need to select where you want the task to be done. So we are going to highlight the address. How do you highlight? You take your cursor right before the first letter, then press and hold the left click button and then drag with your other hand. Select everything that you want to move to the right. Okay, so I've selected my address, and then I go to my home tab. Under the paragraphs group, I choose the alignment that I want. If I wanted it to go to the center, I'll just go to the center alignment, but in our case we are moving it to the right, so I'll move it to the right like that. Okay, center alignment, left alignment, right alignment, or justify. So we put it on right alignment. That is how you move your text. Okay, the other thing that we are going to do, we are going to make bullet points. Okay, so I have put some hobbies here on this letter. So the same procedure, highlight where you want the task to be done, then you go to home tab. Under paragraphs, go to bulletings. Okay, so there's an arrow just beside the bullets. Click on that arrow to choose the bullet point of your choice. Okay, so I'm going to choose this one. You see, we have put our bullet points. If it was for numbers, you do the same thing. You go to the numbers and choose the numbering that you want. Okay, that's how you make bullet points. And then we are also going to change our page layout. How do you change the page layout? When you look at the tabs on top there, you're going to see where it is written layout. Go to the layout tab. When you are on the layout tab, then you go to the page setup group, and then you're going to find where it's written orientation. Click on it, and under orientation you're going to see portrait and landscape, and we have been told to change it to landscape, so click on landscape. and the orientation of the paper has changed. How are you going to know? You can go to File, just before Home tab, you can go to the File menu. Okay, then on the File menu, just in the drop box there, you're going to see the Print option. Click on the Print option. It will be able to show you the layout of your paper. It's in landscape, just like we have edited. Okay, to go back to your work, there's an arrow on top there. Click on that arrow, you get back to your work. And then when you are done with editing your letter, it's time to save your document. How do you save your document? You go to the File menu. Okay, we are on our File menu. Then you go to Save As. Then you choose where you want to save your document. I want us to save our document on the desktop, so go to the desktop. Okay, so it's going to ask you file name. How do you want your document to be saved? You type there where it's written file name. When you are done, then you just go to save. Your work is saved.